What's going on, folks? What's going on, everybody? God bless. Another beautiful day. It is 9:42. Dropped the baby off at school already. Had my little breakfast. Just wanted to show y'all. I went ahead and well, a little background. I'm coming back to this crawl space job. I was out here last week. I bypassed everything and just got them heating mode with the heat pump just temporarily. So I'm here now with a new thermostat, a new dual fuel thermostat, and a new sensor. So this is the thermostat. It is dual fuel compatible. And I went ahead and set everything up now so I wouldn't be, you know, inside the house trying to set stuff up. So last thing I was doing was making sure that I had the correct sensor, and I do. This is a C709 C709U. So that's what we're doing today, guys. I really ain't want to come back to this one, honestly, but you know, I gave a price, and it is what it is. So this crawl space is a bit low and it's a bit uncomfortable, so I'm gonna just try to take what I need. I also got the inducer right here as well, and we already set up the thermostat for it to lock out at 40 degrees on heat pump. After 40 degrees, our secondary heat, which is gas in this case, is gonna come on. The issue was that our inducer was broke, so we got it right here, guys. Let's see what we could do. All right. Had to put on these coveralls. I just noticed, guys, I do not have 8 wires. So I'm gonna try to run this by myself. It's just a 1-story house. Just has a crawl space. So I think I might be able to get it depending on how tight the wire is in the wall. But yeah, I need 8 wires, guys, for that sensor, that outdoor sensor for this dual fuel application. One, two, three, 4, 5. I need 3 more. So let's hope for the best. I was gonna try to use that fishing wires, whatever, but I'm just gonna go ahead and try to connect my wire to it. Let's hope for the best. Alright, guys, so I think I'll be alright. So I'm gonna go to the crawl space and pull it now. I just still can't get over the fact that they put the unit all the way over there. It's just crazy. I'll go ahead and bring my inducer in here. Let's hope we can get that thermostat wire through with no problems. I believe we can. Look at that unit. It's just over there. It's just ridiculous. The duct is all collapsed. That's the only way people can get through here. All right. Just leave the filters here. All right, guys. Let's pull this thing. Yes, so far, yes sir. Yes sir. That was about the easiest thermostat wire I done pulled in my life, boy. For real, for real. Alright. Alright guys, everything here is wired the same. Only thing that is additional are these two wires, the S wires. So I'm using black and brown for this SS. The rest is wired normally like a normal heat pump. So that's it, and I already set this up. Let's go ahead and get this thing. Some heat, so I'll just have that ready. I still gotta go ahead and put that inducer. Gotta put on that inducer. And I gotta see if I have enough wire outside for the wire for the sensor. All right, so this is 18/8 wire, so we got 8 wires right there. I'm gonna go ahead and wire in this sensor because I do have the switch off inside at the furnace. So I'm gonna go ahead and wire this in, wire this in. That way, once I get inside, I'll just put the inducer on, and then I can turn the switch back on without having to make an extra trip. So let's get this wired in. I'm gonna leave that sensor right there. The normal colors, and remember we're using the black and the brown for the sensors. This is common, this is reversing valve. We do not need the green. This is for our secondary heat. This is our power. All right, so I got my yellow, my orange, my common, my red, my white. So now I'm just gonna wire the sensor in, and we're gonna use the brown and the black. And we will do the same thing inside at the furnace. Okay, so we are good. The sensor is there. I'll just put something here to hold this down. I was gonna try to just bring my box in, so I wouldn't have to pull my whole bag in here, but you already know once you if you do that, you start losing stuff, and then you'll end up needing something that's in your bag. You know how that goes, guys. So let me just get in here. Man, this crawl space literally is the dumbest place they could have put this unit at. Alright, I don't know exactly how good I'm gonna get this footage, because I am literally laying down. Check it out. So I can't really get good footage, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and unscrew this and get this inducer up out of here. Oh gosh. I'm gonna need a 5/16 chuck. That's a dedicated 5/16 only. I think this one is too fat on the head to come out. Oh, I had to loosen that up with a with a flathead, just so I wouldn't go back to the truck. Let's take this off. Thing had a screw on there. So uncomfortable. You know what? I'm just gonna take it off right here. It really sucks just laying down and working. See if I can get some of this. That does not look right, guys. Looks pretty nasty. Put some of this fire coke on there, then we put this on top of it. Where are you? Can't find the hole. All right. I'm gonna have to put y'all on pause, man. My arm getting tired. All right, we got our screws in. That one, I wasn't able to get it in perfectly, but it's in. Let's go ahead and wire our. What I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and put our, go ahead and cut this a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and jump this out. So that way we can at least know that the inducer is working, the new inducer. This is common green, R and W, so R to W. Go. An inducer. A working inducer. Let's see if we get some flames. Or at least our igniter needs to come on. There's our igniter. Alright guys. Now I know that works. I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with the wiring. All right, finally got my wire stripped. So we're just gonna put we're gonna wire this thing up like a normal heat pump, except on a air handler we don't have a board. So just gonna put our common to commons. I might not even record this, y'all. I might just record it whenever I wire it in. Whenever I wire nut in the sensors, because that's the only thing that changes. So, see y'all later. Okay, green for my thermostat. I'm so uncomfortable in this crawl space, guys. If not, I probably would have been done. Both of my reds, my outdoor red and my thermostat red. Both of my W's. Right chill. Right chill. And I do not know how long I've been recording. My camera might die. And both of my wires right here. Now, both of my reversing valve wires right here. And my sensor wires right here. So now my thermostat is connected to the sensor at the heat pump, and it will shut off and go into gas furnace mode whenever it's below 40 degrees outside. Yay. All right, so that's the sensor wire. This is the other sensor wire, guys. So now I'm gonna go ahead and turn this thing on, and I'm gonna swap that filter out. But I do not have a media or a Honeywell filter. I gotta buy one, so we'll do that. That's it. That's how you wire the dual fuel, guys. All right, guys. So my heat pump is running. So I'm gonna put this thing on secondary to make sure that my so this is the heat pump. It'll get hotter if we let it run for a while, but I'm gonna put this thing now on emergency heat. It says waiting for equipment. I might see if I can bypass that, or I might just let it rock. So I put that on emergency heat. That way we can see that our thermostat is set up right. And it is calling for the furnace to come on. So that's what has to come on now, guys, the furnace. I'm gonna give it some time. We're gonna go ahead and swap this out, this filter. Oh, all right, guys, y'all hear that? That's that gas, boy. That's that, oh, come on. That's that secondary. That's the secondary form of heat. How in the world you take this off, boy? System. Oh man, having a hard time. But anyways, guys, our gas furnace is on. So we set up the thermostat properly and we wired it up properly. Golly, boy, this thing is stuck. I'm gonna have to put y'all on pause. Same type of filter they had in here. Oh man, this is just ridiculous, folks. Like, if I was to get this change out, I would definitely recommend a package unit. Just set my unit outside and reroute this ductwork, because this is just ridiculous. Whew. Hopefully we won't have to go back in there again. Yeah, Super Tex, I know this is not accurate for troubleshooting, but when you want to get a picture or something so you can show it to somebody, this is what you use. If you're troubleshooting, trying to find your temperature rise or your temperature split, obviously you need to do it at the plenum. So, you know, I take all the, I'll tell you guys later. But, see what we got.